Now, the regular Aussie turned superhero, doing his best to change the lives of children fighting cancer. When Simon Harvey first transformed himself into Captain Australia, it was just for laughs. But then he found a more meaningful mission. Meet Simon Harvey, aka Captain Australia.
You can call me anything, just don't call me late for dinner.
The self-confessed buffhead of the superhero world.
I created Captain Australia back around 2003.
Well, his day job is unknown, but by night he becomes Captain Australia.
Good evening, citizen.
How you going? You're doing the best job ever.
G'day, mate. How you doing?
You're my hero. Have I ever told you you're my hero?
Did you ever know that you're my hero? And it really was just for giggles. I wanted to go out into the world and just do random acts of kindness.
But then he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, survived and celebrated by walking from Brisbane to Melbourne, raising $200,000 for the Kids Cancer Project as he went.
Out of gratitude, when I had to ask what to do with these extra days that I've been blessed with, mate, the only answer was more. So that's why I'm doing the lap.
The lap, his new mission, walking around the country.
The total duration will be something like 18 months at the best case, and the total distance will be something like 15,000 kilometres.
Bending ears.
G'day fellas, how's it going? Good mate, yourself?
And twisting arms every step of the way to raise money for the children battling cancer. And would you look at this, the man himself has joined us in the studio, stopped off for a little rest. Take a seat, Simon. Captain Australia is with us. Thank you for joining the program.
Pleasure to be here, mate.
How are your feet? Are you tired? When did you set out on this latest challenge?
I left on the big lap on the 16th of July, and to answer your question, yes, I am always tired, mate, and my feet are always sore. But I'm serving a cause that's more important than I am.
You certainly are. How many kilometres do you do a day or set out to do?
I really struggled at the start. It would take me 16 hours, but the goal has been 30 kilometres a day. And I plan to build on that, but I started this walk not in the best shape in the world. Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't want to be disrespectful, but, you know, people that normally do these sort of marathons, they train and they're fit, and no offence, but you're not the fittest looking man. How are you going to make it around the country?
How can you not adore that? Come on. Look, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I had a stage 4 cancer, and the treatments inflicted harm on my body. My metabolism doesn't work normally. I gain weight eating apples, mate, at the end of the day. So when I set out on the 16th of July for the lap, I would have weighed 135 kilos. And I probably have lost about 25 of that. But yeah, it adds to the toil of it. But toil is clarifying. The work that I'm doing makes me stronger. It makes me better. I'm here to serve a charity. It's called the Kids Cancer Project, but I'm also here to weave meaning and hope into these extra days that I've been given.
And why the Kids Cancer Project?
It's a wonderful charity, mate.
Tell us about it.
There's 1,000 Aussie kids diagnosed every year. Previously, 20% of them didn't survive treatment, but due to the work on the science, that's now 17%. So there's 30 children surviving who otherwise would not have. Every year in future unborn children, sorry, I get a bit weepy, but there's, the average age is 6. And I know the devastation that cancer inflicts on a human life. No child should have to face that.
Absolutely, and it's probably in those days where you're having a lot of trouble on the walk, and is that when you stop and reflect and think about why you're doing it?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. There have been, generally it's broken people who look at the walk and take the most from it. So they see that a broken life can be fixed, that kindness is the antidote to sorrow, and that me, just an ordinary person, I don't have to be resigned to the highway. I can do it my way and do good in the world. And they take inspiration from that, and I adore it. So it's in the service of an important charity, but it's also just to help everyday people like me.
And on your last walk, you raised $200,000. How much are you aiming for this time?
I think it was a bit below the 200,000 mark, but we're, about $1 million. I would love to raise $1 million through the charity. That funds probably 5 or 6 major research projects designed to soften and improve the treatments that children get when they get cancer.
What do you think is going to be the biggest challenge along the way? Because you've got 18 months, is it, to get around the country? Just reminding you.
Don't remind me. What have I done? I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't afford therapy. Look, yeah, I think. Well, the first real test will be the nullable. Okay, it'll be at the stretch where I cross about 200 kilometres. So right now I carry this big heavy pack. I'll have to re-gear and get a trolley or something. But there are stretches up the west coast where 400 kilometres or so without amenities. So
wow. Well, it's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing what you're doing, and I'm sure there are so many people who would be so thankful, so many parents of those children out there that would be so thankful. But off you trot. Away you go. Simon, good luck. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, Dimity. Cheers.
Take care. And for more information on Captain Australia's Lap of the Nation, head to our website.